Have you ever wondered what it takes to have a successful photo session, be it on location or in a studio? Well, I have the answer to that. I'm your photographer, and this is another G7 production. Let's get into it. Shooting on location versus shooting in a studio. Each one comes with different advantages and different challenges. I myself prefer to shoot on location. One of the reasons being that I don't have to pay studio rent fees or rental fees. There is no overhead as far as upkeep and maintenance. The world is my backdrop. One of the advantages to shooting on location is that you're only limited to your imagination. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, be it a day shoot or a night shoot, anything is possible. Today, I'm going to share with you a video of a photo shoot I did last January. Being here in Detroit, Michigan, things can get a little challenging as far as the weather is concerned. This was a bright sunny day. There was no snow, very little wind, but it was 29 degrees. I still think my models did a very nice job though. One of the things you may want to consider when shooting on location is to have a place for your models to change. If there is no nearby restaurant that is willing to cater to you as far as their restroom is concerned, you might want to bring along a changing tent. I bought one of these a couple of years back off of Amazon, and it's pretty good as long as there's not a windy day, but still it gets a little challenging when there is. Another thing you may want to consider is having your models bring someone with them to aid in possible wardrobe malfunctions and things like getting their hair together or makeup smudges, or even just to give them a sense of security. All of these things will work to your advantage when doing an on-location photo shoot. Another thing you may want to consider is having your location and the shots you plan to take done in advance. In other words, show up early, take a look around, make sure things are as they were for your preliminary check. This way, when your model shows up, you can maximize the amount of time you have to shoot her. Another thing is making sure your model brings everything that she may need for the entire shoot. Yes, she'll probably come dressed and ready to go, but make sure she brings things like combs, brushes, additional makeup, a backup wardrobe just in case something goes wrong. Also, you need to consider what you're shooting on. Is it a grassy situation or is it asphalt or cement? This may decide the type of shoes that the model will be wearing. Also, make sure you check the weather for that day. If it's a rain shoot, you want to be sure that you have a good rainy day. And yes, I have shot in the rain. Or if it's a night shoot, you may want to make sure that the situation is secure. The last thing you want to do is run into a situation that is kind of unfavorable as far as people walking around interfering in your shoot. Also, it may help to bring along a little security. That can be kind of tricky. Anyway, here's the shoot. Hope you enjoy it.
Like everything, my love is learned, not without scars, bruises, and burns. To give, to learn, to write, to share, to create heaven and hell to spare. Lines have been blurred and terms misused, similar opposites confused. Infatuation, not love blind. Love chooses to see past flaws and design. It seems to me that everyone I know not explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic lines conflict and contradict. La 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 la. This is the reign of love. This is the pain of love. Like everything, my love is learned, not without scars, bruises, and burns. When use abuse has skewed the right, created hell and heaven's despite. It seems to me that everyone I know not explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic lines conflict and contradict. It seems to me that everyone I know not explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic lines conflict and contradict. La 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 la. Seems to me that everyone I know cannot explain this right. They choose to show though we at some point have encountered it. Ironic lines conflict and contradict. Seems to me that everyone I know not explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic lines conflict and contradict. This is the reign of love. Like everything, my love is learned, not without scars, bruises, and burns. To give, to learn, to write, to share, to create heaven and hell to spare. Lines have been blurred and terms misused, similar opposites confused. Infatuation, not love blind. Love chooses to see past flaws and design. It seems to me that everyone I know cannot explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic lines conflict and contradict. La 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 la. This is the reign of love. This is the pain of love. Like everything, my love is learned, not without scars, bruises, and burns. When use abuse has skewed the right, created hell and heaven's despite. It seems to me that everyone I know not explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic slangs, conflict and contradict. It seems to me that everyone I know not explain this right. They choose to show we at some point have encountered it. Ironic slangs, conflict and contradict. La la la.
Well, that's going to wrap it up today for our shoot. I hope you enjoyed the things that you saw and some of the things that I said. Of course, this has been another G7 production. I'm your photographer, Darwin McCoy. See you next time.